New information today on what went right and what went wrong when it comes to the autumn nor'easter. A much anticipated report on the response to that storm came out this morning. No surprise here that CL&P gets pretty low marks. News 8's Chief Capitol Correspondent Mark Davis standing by live at the Legislative Office Building in Hartford this midday with the details. Mark?
Hi, Keith. Good afternoon, everyone from the State Capitol Complex in Hartford. Yes, this report outlines three main areas of concern concerning CL&P's planning, response, and communication during that autumn nor'easter. Number one, it concludes that CL&P was not prepared for an event of this size. The worst-case scenario in the company's emergency response plan considered outages of over 100,000 customers, less than 10% of their customer base. At peak, of course, we all know there were over 800,000 customers. About two-thirds of their base lost power as a result of the October snowstorm, close to what they had experienced 25 years ago in Hurricane Gloria. Number two, CL&P did not pre-stage adequate crews in advance of the October 29th storm. This delayed the recovery. And number three, CL&P developed a goal to restore power to 99% of all customers by Sunday, November 6, even though they appeared to know that they would not hit that goal until Wednesday, November 9th.
It should come as no surprise to anyone that CL&P was completely unprepared for a storm of this magnitude. But the extent to which they were unprepared is troubling.
Their worst-case scenario was they were looking at something greater than 10% of their overall customer base being lost. We're recommending that they should be looking at least 50%.
All right, so the recommendation is that they should be prepared for power outages for at least half of their customer base. Now, we don't know what CL&P's reaction is going to be to this. They are currently, one of their big executives is currently inside this hearing room back here where the author of this report is testifying before the governor's two-storm panel on this rather condemning conclusions and recommendations. But CL&P has told us that they do plan to respond to this later in the day after they've had a chance to really read it and listen to his testimony, and we expect to have more on this and their response coming up tonight starting at 5. Live from the Legislative Office Building at the State Capitol Complex in Hartford, Mark Davis, News 8.